Hello everybody, I'm Solanima,
And my name is Zathos.
and welcome to episode 13 of Support Conversations. We've
And
been at this for 1 year.
yes, that is correct. We have been talking your ears off for 2 hours a month, give or take.
That's more like 40 minutes to an hour. Our last one was pretty long, but we usually
Yeah.
try to make it shorter than that.
Yeah. Anyways, so
I
today,
wish more people listen to us. I've said before, I don't need like a huge following of like thousands of people listening every week, but it'd be nice if we had like 10 people that tune in every week, every month.
which this is something that Corey and I share very, very much, is that we both hate it when like we value things like comments on our shit much more than things like likes
Or views.
or views. Absolutely, a lot more than views. Like because when we get a view, that means someone watched it for 5 seconds and was like, okay, it's like that's enough.
Yeah, for all we know.
If we get a view, that's like stage 1, and if we get a like, that's like stage 2, and then if we get like a fucking comment, like that's like the best gift you can give us. Like fucking dropping a comment saying like that you like this, or that in any kind of criticism, even if it's like if it's constructive criticism, or if it's just like your wife is stupid. Like it's just like, well, at least you watched the video long enough to come to that conclusion.
It's just nice to have some validation that the work we put in is getting some kind of return. Like people are enjoying it, and we're not just wasting our time.
It's kind of like I don't know if anyone out there has seen that thing of like Peanut Butter Gamer, John Tron, Pro Jared, and Gerard.
Yeah, the completionist doing comment hate.
Yeah, the completionist. All reading comments. And it's funny. Anyways, so
since they can take something negative and make it entertaining.
Yeah, so we're actually recording this like the day before League of Legends Worlds starts, but by the time it comes out, Worlds will probably still be going, probably midway through.
Since it's October 1st when this goes up.
Yeah. And so hopefully it'll be really great and good to watch. I personally do not watch Worlds. I check back later and get highlights.
Yeah.
Because I just don't have time to sit down and watch. I mean, like, I have a fucking job now. I'm working at a fucking gas station.
Yeah.
I feel like this podcast has marked like the evolution of all of my goddamn jobs.
Yeah, because when we started it,
I was working at Taco Bell.
It was not Staples.
When we started, I was working at Taco Bell, and then about like a quarter of the way through, I was working at Staples, and then like we stuck with Staples for a while, and now I'm working at Maverick.
Yeah, so you just got that job like last week, right?
Like 2 days ago, 2 or 3 days ago.
That's not even last week.
Yeah. So.
Yeah. Meanwhile, I'm back in school, trying to get into the computer science program at my college, which is really packed. But anyways, that's not what you're here for. You're here to listen to us talk about other things.
Stupid things.
Yeah, stupid things.
So talking about Worlds and whatnot, I'm actually really, really hyped for Worlds. Like, as someone who is very, very passionate about video games and things like that, like, whenever something like Worlds happens and it gets so much attention and it's a big deal, I'm like, yes, it's great. It's the same thing. It's the same way I feel about things like EVO and you know, those CS:GO tournaments and things like that. It's super fun to just hear about that.
It's always nice to see that esports getting more attention and respect as time goes by.
Even if I personally don't enjoy the esports, like things like Hearthstone tournaments, like I personally don't, like I hold a belief about Hearthstone that I know a lot of people don't agree with, and I also have the same thing when it comes to the Smash games, like that a lot of people don't agree with, and that's perfectly fine. They're wrong.
I just remember showing you the video where we watched the video of like Assist Me, where it was like Link in Smash Bros. And Doom says like everybody knows that Smash isn't a real fighting game. And when I show you that, it's like it's nice that Doom is right about something. Yeah, I remember we had a very long conversation about, like a very long argument about the Smash being a fighting game. That was not a podcast.
Anyways, and my whole point is that esports, regardless of what the fuck it is that's going on, whether I like it or not, it's always great to see it going on. And I actually watched a video fairly recently. I think you can find it still up on YouTube. It's called like The Media Reacts to Esports. And
I saw the thumbnail, but I haven't seen the video yet.
Yeah, a lot of people just kind of dismiss it. They're just like, you can't be serious or something like that. And then like the people talk about like how big the prize pool is. It's like, yeah, some of these people walk away with like $300,000 or something like that, like even upwards of like millions of dollars. And they're like, oh well, maybe I should get into this. I was like, good luck, fucker.
Yeah, it's not as easy as it sounds. I remember seeing it was like a year or two ago where I saw this video of like a bunch of people on like ESPN or some kind of sports channel kind of doing like this little roundtable discussion about esports, talking about like how much of a joke it is, and like, you don't even sweat. And I'm like, yeah, you don't sweat when you play poker. Well, actually, that's not true. But it's also not true that you don't sweat while playing esports. They're tense.
Yeah, shit can get super tense. Hell, I believe that esports is probably the most spectator sport out there.
Yeah, they've drawn millions of viewers every year.
This woman was talking about the statistics, how they filled a stadium of 300,000, something around that number, and then there was 4.5 million people watching it on stream around the world. And the other people that she was talking to, you could hear their fucking jaws hit the floor, just Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
All of a sudden it got put into perspective for them just how big this can be.
Yeah, and how people work really hard for this. I almost saw a video of just people a bunch of the teams playing games and their reactions to winning and losing, and there's some serious emotion going on there. In both ends of the spectrum.
Because they work so hard. And I end up explaining. I ended up explaining this to my family earlier today, where I was telling my dad, I was like, hey, he's like, you know about the World Cup? And he's like, yeah, I know about it. And I was like, yeah, well, they're essentially having that with League of Legends. And he's just like, what do you mean? I was like, well, teams from all around the world are coming to one place in America to see who's the best.
Yeah.
And he's like, really? And I'm like, yeah. And he's like, well, that sounds kind of cool. I was just like, cool.
Yeah.
But and I was explaining it to my mom, and my mom is very dismissive when it comes to things like this. And I was just, and I had to kind of beat into her how big this thing is, and one thing that really helps to beat into them is to tell them how big the prize pool is. I don't know what it is I don't know what it is that they think the prize pool is if someone from the other side of the world is coming over to play. It's like, oh, they're just playing for bragging rights or something. It's like, no, they are fucking playing.
They're making a living off of this.
Cash. Yeah. And there's this one thing, I think it's on The View or something, where an actual athlete is talking about how he respects esports athletes, because they're essentially the exact same thing. They wake up, they spend all day practicing, and then they go to tournaments to put those skills, to put that practice to the test.
And even if it's not physical exertion, it's equal. It's at least as much mental exertion as football would take.
It's the same. He brings up the comparison of a chess player. If someone's a chess player, it's what do you do? It's I play chess for a living. It's man, what an educated man. But what all he's doing is just playing a board game.
Yeah, it's funny how chess scene is you have to be really educated, and you do, because there's a lot of strategy involved in chess. And there's a lot of different. You have to be able to respond to your opponent's moves and all that stuff. And you take something like League of Legends, where it's like a chessboard with 10 million squares and 200 characters now, 200 different pieces that you have to possibly contend with.
I think it's 120 up there or something. Yeah. The number's getting up there. And so
it's here's a chessboard. You only get 5 pieces. We have to choose out of 200 pieces that all have different rules for movement and capturing pieces and.
Yeah. And one piece is better than another piece, but however, it works better against this piece, and it takes chess to a completely different level. It's on top of all this, you only control one of these pieces, and the other 4 are controlled by 4 fucking assholes.
Yeah, it's even just the pick and ban phase is a strategy game in and of itself. Trying to get the best composition for your team while also banning and trying to keep your opponents from getting teams that will crush your composition.
Which for me, it's just ban Yasuo.
Yeah, that's all I really need to do. Well, no, Yasuo, Fizz, and what was the third one that you hate? Zed. Yeah, Yasuo, Fizz, and Zed. You just ban them all.
Yeah, I hate assassins. I really do. Because
those 3 assassins I hate. There are a lot of assassins I like. Like Diana, from when I used to play.
Yeah, I get this really dirty feeling of just I go in on someone for instance with Zed, I ult them, I pop all of my abilities, I pop back, I only take 1 tower shot, they barely have enough time to react, and then and then the death mark pops and they die, and I'm like, that was gross. I should not have been able to do that.
Yeah, my mentality of playing an assassin champion when I used to play League was I basically went into a team fight saying I'm not going to survive this. What I'm going to do is I'm going to jump in there and I'm going to take out all their squishies as fast as possible. Yeah, if I take out their ADC or their mage, I've done my job, and I can die. I can die content.
Yeah, and so that's
if I can take out both of them, then that's really great. I just win 2 for 1, and then I'm dead. And it's okay, go team. I'm going to watch this fight now.
Hold on, let me buy my shit. Okay, now I'll watch.
Yeah.
But like it's not something that I feel good about, like in terms of like my original play style and things like that. Like I main jungle and I main support. Those are the two things that I'm really great at. I am super shit at mid. Like absolutely fucking shit. Like I am worse at mid than I am at top, and I used to think that I was fucking terrible at top.
Yeah, I know you used to say that top was your worst lane.
Yeah, like, and then I realized that all I had to do was just play Garen.
Yeah.
And that's like
everyone that gave you trouble before, like Riven's just like, nope, silence, spin, shit, like sword, I win.
Yeah. Yeah, if everybody wants to be like box, and
yeah. I tried to go like, I almost said shield there instead of sword. I'm just like, wait, what am I trying to say? Like, silence, spin, shield. Wait, no, that's wrong.
Well, I mean, like, you should shield first to counteract her you silence her, you spin, and right before the silence wears off, you want to pop that W because it gives you a little bit of extra tenacity.
Yeah.
So as soon as she comes out of that silence, you bet your ass she's gonna fucking silence you.
Yeah.
Or that's not, she's gonna stun you. So you want your W to pop out so where you get a little bit of extra tenacity. I believe it only works on slow, so I can't remember. I played
Riven a lot different than anyone else. Riven tends to be like a bruiser and like try to harass the opponent and just be annoying. I always play Riven more conservatively. Like try to, farm, play it safe. I have a lot of escape options, so I don't think I'd be the kind of Riven player people would hate.
Yeah, but I always love it when I'm going against Riven because I know Riven's gonna start off with a longsword, and I'm just like, fine, I'll start off with a longsword too. And like Riven's just like, oh, he clearly went cloth armor 5 potion. So I'm like, nope.
Yeah.
And so they're just like, Garen hurts like fuck, ow.
Yeah, that's an old build, isn't it? I don't think you can buy 5 potions anymore.
Yeah, it's cloth 4 now because they changed. Because potions are 50 now.
Yeah, they've changed so much since we started playing back in season 2.
Yeah, and so
we're like the early beginning stage of season 2 is when we started playing.
I do really love it though that they changed Zhonya's to, like they like doubled the cooldown on it.
Yeah.
And now Josh is like really pissed because he can't Zhonya's in every team fight. I'm like, hey.
Yeah.
It makes me laugh. It's really great because you like for Josh, like you could straight up just fucking hear like when he's getting into a fight, you could just start hearing him just go.
Yeah.
That's not fucking working. And I'm just like, did you forget something?
Yeah.
But
remember that one League video I uploaded where I was just playing Jinx? I remember there being a point where I like dueled with the enemy ADC and it ended up being a draw. But I died, but she was like a slither of health, and I had like, when I died, I had like a half second left on my barrier cooldown. I'm just like, no, so close.
Oh god, I remember when ADCs took barrier.
Yeah, barrier was like super strong for a long time.
Yeah, it was because barrier would counter ignite.
Yeah.
And then people started taking heal when they got the speed boost for heal. Like it would heal you and it would give you a speed boost. So it gave you two things, which was much better than barrier, which just gave you a temporary shield.
It would let you escape or continue to engage.
Yeah.
Well, also give me some health back.
It was really great, and and I remember for the longest time before they did the upgrade with heal, where it gave you a speed boost, instead of taking something like exhaust on Soraka before she got reworked, I would take heal.
Yeah.
So I had like fucking 3 heals on Soraka.
Yeah. I remember the old days when people would like to take like revive teleport.
Oh my god, yeah. Especially on like fucking Hecarim.
Yeah, revive teleport Hecarim. Right. That's I used to take revive heal when I first started playing League of Legends with like Annie. Just revive so I could immediately get back into the action and heal so that I could, or maybe clarity. I kind of switched back and forth with those.
Yeah, it was clarity. Yeah, I remember like when I first played with you, it was clarity.
It was like revive clarity.
Yeah, like oh my, but.
I still have the video on my computer somewhere of your first game.
Yeah, please don't upload it.
It's in really awful quality, so I'm not gonna upload it, but I still have it.
Yeah.
I just remember the first line of it was just you saying Corey. I was like, yeah. It looked like a freaky armadillo.
That was my very first time ever playing a MOBA, and I was completely confused, and I was just insulting the game left and right, calling things stupid, and like.
I think you're okay with it. I don't remember you insulting it too much. I just remember you. You know, you're just like kind of discovering things, and whereas I was nowhere near master. It was painful to watch my old self play. I'm like, oh, I'm doing so badly with these Qs, like landing any Qs to, get mana refunds, and that's why I had to take clarity because I was so bad at that.
I just realized just now that my fucking fan is off because probably Mima came into my fucking room. just to do I don't fucking know.
Yeah.
My mom has this weird habit of just kind of wandering into my room and fucking with shit and then leaving.
Yeah. It's like, why did you do that?
Like I came into my room. I came into my room and all of like I had like 2 bowls and like a Chinese takeout box in my room.
Yeah.
And I come into my room and they're all like on my keyboard desk and I'm like, okay. And then I just realized that she also turned off my fucking fan. I'm just like, stop it.
Yeah, you should fix that.
Keep my fan on. Like I just want to turn my fan on and rip out the button.
Yeah.
Just be like, nope.
This fan is never turning off. At least not when I live in there.
I really needed to stay on because I live in the middle of the fucking desert and my computer gets really fucking hot.
Yeah, I totally get that. I don't even live in that hot an area, and I still have like fans going all the time.
But anyway, so as we were talking about esports, and then we got down nostalgic lane. Like,
yeah.
Like I remember when I first found out that Evo was a thing.
Yeah.
Like I was like, holy shit, Evo. And I remember watching it, and just like I was on the edge of my seat for every fight, and just like shit gets like crazy hype, and I loved it. Yeah. It was super great, especially with like the Ultimate Marvel things. Like I remember when I showed you like the Zach Bennett combo against, I can't remember the fucker's name, but it was like a Wolverine specific combo because Zach Bennett was
the Wolverine got wasted.
He was so sick and tired of getting his shit kicked in by Wolverine from oh god, I haven't kept up on these people for so long. I'm blanking on so many people's names right now, and I feel so bad about it.
The players I'll never forget are
Justin Wong. It was Justin Wong's Wolverine. Fuck, I wanted to call him Joey for some reason, but no, it was Justin Wong's Wolverine, and Zach Bennett was so sick and tired of it that he went into the lab and made a combo specifically just for Wolverine's hitbox. I'm like, dude.
That's dedication. Oh, that Wolverine got wasted.
Like, it's just like a fucking 200-something fucking hit combo. And he's like, oh! He's just screaming. I'm like I love the commentators so fucking much in Evo things. Like, they're so great to listen to, and they just get in there, and it's so fucking awesome.
Yeah. I mean, I'm not a heavy viewer of Evo. I have total respect for people who play fighting games, because I've come to learn that at a higher level of fighting games, it's more like a game of chess than an action game. It's like a very high pace, because you have to be able to attack and respond to your opponent's moves, and it's like chess, but at like you have like 2 seconds to make each move. Or you have like a half second to make.
Yeah.
You
have like moves. A quarter. You have like an attosecond to realize your mistake.
Yeah.
Like, and it's absolutely fantastic, and you see people who play with completely different play styles, and you can see how like some people will play a certain game it's one way and then they'll completely switch up their tactics on a different game. Like, for instance, Justin Wong, when he plays Street Fighter, he plays the game so fucking like hard, like he's super aggressive and whatnot. Yeah. And then when he switches over to like Marvel vs. Capcom, he's a bit of a more of like a balance kind of thing, where like doing like really good like defense and good teching, finding an opening and then going in.
Yeah.
Like, and it's super interesting just to see that kind of transition into those things. It's all like this huge mind game, and it's great. I love it.
I can see how fun that is, because even though you and me are nowhere near the level of Evo, we're in some games. If I played them enough, like Blaze Blue, for example, if we get to the point where we're close enough that we start having mind games with each other.
Yeah, we're like.
And that's where I'm just like, wow, I can see why people enjoy these games. I just don't have the time to practice that much, and I get really bored practicing. I'll go into like a combo lab and I'll spend like 5 minutes and I'm like, I'm bored. I know it's not the same for you. It's just for me personally.
I'll go into the lab and see what is that can happen, and I'll be like, oh, okay. And then like once I wrap my head around the mechanics of the game and then the mechanics of the character, I'll be like, okay, well now let's see what I can do. Yeah. And that's what and that's the thing that keeps me going. It's like testing myself to come up with different combos, not necessarily an optimized combo, but more of like a, hey, let me see if I can do this, and it ends up kind of working, and that was one thing that like I fucking wish like Soul Calibur would come to a goddamn PC. Yeah. Because Corey, you remember how much fucking fun we had on Soul Calibur?
Yeah, Soul Calibur I liked a lot more, because I think I realized, by the way, I was thinking about it the other day, I think I realized one of my big problems with a lot of fighting games, especially ones that are combo heavy, like Ultimate Marvel or Blaze Blue, it's that single player, multiplayer, any kind of game, I don't like not being able to move. I realized this while I was playing Dragon Age. I was like replaying a bit of Dragon Age Origins just because I was bored. And I go up to an enemy, and the enemies have the same abilities as you do, so they can hit you with an ability like a rogue will hit you with like dirty fighting and stun you for like.
Yeah.
It's like 3 or 4 second stun. It's like against the enemy, it's like, yeah, that's great because I can get behind and start backstabbing them. But if an enemy hits up with them, it's like, can't move, just waiting for this to come off cooldown. And it feels more frustrating to me than anything else. I don't like when the game doesn't let you move, and it's kind of the same thing in fighting games. I understand because I can do that to the enemy too. But I prefer fighting games like Soul Calibur or even like Injustice, where there's less focus on combos and more of a like mini combos where like you make a mistake, it's like, oh, okay, that kind of sucked. Let me get back up and try again. Instead, it's like
you say this, but I've seen like an 18-hit combo from fucking Superman and Injustice, which is just fuck it.
Yeah, but if you compare that to like a 200-hit combo from like Ultimate Marvel.
Yeah. Well, I mean, at least with Ultimate Marvel, you're getting a great show, and there's so many times.
That's what I liked about Ultimate Marvel so much. Is just because it's flashy, it's super moves, and switching all the characters, and I like that aspect of it.
And at the very least, like if you're doing something like a 200-hit combo, you're getting like a huge amount of hit decay, which is really good for it because it's like, oh, I got a 200-hit combo. It's like, congratulations, you pretty much just stuck him at like half health because you don't have a very good like combo. While in something like Injustice, an 18-hit combo can probably take out someone's life.
Yeah, but even then, it doesn't feel the same because it's like game feels thing to me. It's not like one way is better than the other.
I see what you're saying, but like
I'd rather have like a smaller, like a shorter combo that does more damage rather than a longer combo that does the same amount of damage. Because I can get back to the action faster.
Yeah, which is one reason why it is I like something like with Soul Calibur and well, I don't like Injustice, but like with Mortal Kombat, there isn't really like huge like combos. That there's like I think there's one combo I mastered which was like a 10-hit combo from Scarlet, which did like 30% of their health, something along those lines. And so it if I hit you with if I hit you 3 times with it, like I pretty much won. But
it's also frustrating when you deal with like touch of death combos, where like it was like Iron Fist, I think, who could just hit you once, and if you knew the combo, you could just kill like any character with the single combo.
You could kill the squishies, not something like fucking Thor.
Well, yeah, of course.
But anyways, which is why it is that I think Corey and I both fucking absolutely loved Soul Calibur, absolutely because there weren't really touch of death combos.
There's also some fun combos, but they're much quicker combos.
Yeah, but when you saw the people play like fucking Soul Calibur like at Evo, it was just like, Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
like that shit was insane. And then
I don't know if I ever actually saw like any Soul Calibur Evo stuff.
No, go ahead and go look it up once we're done with this. It's fucking cool. But like with all that stuff, like because Corey and I play at such an incredibly lower level, like it's one of those things where like we're both having such a great amount of fun. And like because we play with each other all the time, we end up having just a fuck ton of mind games.
Yeah,
and
I feel like if we were to like compare our levels to like levels of Evo, it's like if Evo is like level 10, I feel like I'm somewhere around level 2 and you're level 3, where you're a level above me because you know to like watch for things and you got at least somewhat of a competitive mindset where you can take advantage of my mistakes. I don't really see that yet. I just go and it's like, let's hope this combo works.
Yeah, and then for me, it's like I'm just like he's gonna like his first attack's gonna go high. I'm gonna go low, kick him, like break up his combo, and then go into mine.
Yeah.
Like I see shit like that.
Yeah, I don't start responding to things until you start doing it a lot. Like if you're really grab happy, then I'll eventually start like countering your grabs. But
yeah, and then I'll start countering your grabs. I'll go and act like I'm going for a grab, and you'll go to counter the grab, and I'm like, I left you open.
Yeah. Yeah, so we have a lot of fun though, but like even though I can only enjoy fighting games to a certain extent, and certain games are more fun than others, I do really like watching fighting games. Like recently, I've been watching clips from Maximilian playing some of his older clips of him playing Killer Instinct, which that looks like a really cool game. Like I don't think it's my kind of fighting game because
it's like Xbox exclusive.
It's Xbox exclusive, and it's also it's like more of a combo fighter where you need to be able to do combos, but it also gives you opportunities to break out of combos.
Yeah, which is kind of cool.
Yeah, but it's still really cool to watch him fight. Like I was watching his week of Hisako, which is like the the Japanese horror girl.
Yeah.
And just watching him pull off these crazy combos and like fighting everyone, it's like really cool to watch.
Yeah,
I feel like it's really fast paced.
And that's a cool thing, you know. Like everybody has their own thing. But I believe the point that I want to make is that can we please get a fucking ESPN channel like how Korea does, Like Korea has has like I think like 1 or 2 channels completely dedicated to nothing but esports.
Yeah.
All right.
Whereas we're lucky if we can get like a 2-hour time slot for like one esport per year.
Yeah, can we please just get that here? I would start watching TV again. Straight up, like how fucking awesome would that, like you fucking see this shit where it's like NFL Sunday Ticket. Let's talk for 6 hours about a fucking team like of people who you've never met.
Yeah,
you know,
which I get that for some people who are fans of football. They really get into the people in the team and all that stuff. But
yeah, and there's things like fantasy football which people get into, and there's fantasy like esports. You know, that is a thing. Like with like I guess DraftKings. Maybe I don't fucking know. Space DraftKings.
Can't listen to just one podcast. I haven't heard Space DraftKings commercial. It's just a legalized gambling website.
Thank you, Corey.
That's a reference some people might get.
Speaking of which, actually, so I ended up rewatching the Star Wars saga.
Just the Ultra trilogy, or did you watch the new trilogy as well?
There was a marathon going on like fucking something. I don't remember what fucking channel, but it was it started with episode 1, 2, 3, and then it did episode 4, 5, 6, and then it did 7.
Yeah, that's cool.
It was just like right there, right in the line. So just waste your day with that.
So you're just like, I'm not doing anything today. Sit down, don't move for like 15 hours.
So I was watching it, and I realized something very, very important. The person who played Anakin in episode 2 and 3,
Hayden Christensen.
Hayden Christensen. I think he was a great actor.
Did I ever show you the Nostalgia Critics video of like top 10 or top 11 good things about the original?
Yeah, I've seen that. I've already seen that. But like,
actually, he brought that up.
I heard him say it, and I was just like, cool. I'll just take your word for it because I don't really remember the movies. And then I went back and I just watched it, and like with that in mind, I was like, yeah, he's a great actor. And then like he comes in and he starts talking, and then that wasn't really great. And then I remembered something very important, that George Lucas sucks at dialogue.
Yeah.
And I was just like, okay, well that's not really Hayden Christensen's fault. It's the director. It's the person who gave him the script.
It's like when you say
these things.
It's like when you see a really bad game like Sonic 06 or Sonic Boom, and you're just like, no one planned for this game to be bad. Everyone, I'm sure, worked really hard. It's just something along the way didn't work. Cause it's like you have 100 people. You can't blame one person on, or even 100 people on this one thing where you don't know where it went wrong. Maybe just didn't have enough time. Maybe they were rushed through production.
But to be fair, Sonic 06 is just like a wonderful, like it's so wonderfully bad.
Yeah.
But my point is that like I was watching the original Star Wars and things like that, and I realized something very important is that I actually like 1, 2, and 3 more than 4, 5, 6, 7. And allow me to explain.
No, I'm not saying I don't agree with most of the critics to say that the original trilogy was an abomination.
No.
I think there's a lot of good.
I'm saying that to the internet.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not saying this to you. I'm saying this to the internet because I'm pretty sure that, like, I probably just pissed off someone.
Yeah.
But, like,
I've always been.
Yeah. Like,
I'll let you go first.
My main thing is that when it comes to things like movies and whatnot, I have a very short attention span. It's very difficult for movies to keep my attention. Yet episodes 1, 2, and 3 were able to do it, and I ask you, how were they able to do it? It's because there wasn't so much reliance on dialogue and paying attention. Yes, the dialogue was there, and you could listen to it, and there are actually some pretty cool quotes in there. Like I think it was a line from Padme was like, "So this is how democracy ends, not with a war, but with like applause."
Yeah.
Something along those lines. I was like, hey, that's a pretty cool line. I actually like that.
And I quoted that on my Facebook wall at one point recently.
Oh, that's why it's in my head. Anyways, so
something that Hillary said about like how abortion should be legal to the point, like I don't know, religious liberty and all that stuff.
Anyways, let me finish. And there's also like the actor who played Emperor Palpatine. He had a fucking great time.
Yeah.
And so you can see that he was pretty good, and I actually like some of the CGI in there and whatnot, that it actually kind of worked for it, and actually most of it stands up pretty fucking well. And
if you compare lightsaber fights from the original trilogy to the new trilogy, they're like a whole new level.
Yeah, absolutely, because it's fairly perfectly okay explained. Is that in the new trilogy, in the 1, 2, 3 episodes, everyone there was fighting other people trained in lightsaber fights,
Yeah.
You know, so they had to fight them on a different level. While in 4, 5, 6, the way of the Jedi and the Sith, well, like there was only the Sith, there was no Jedi, and so nobody was fighting at that level, and all the old members of like the fucking Jedi Order and like Darth Vader and Yoda, they had all gotten so old that Yoda couldn't do his fucking flips and shit. Which, by the way, that was fucking awesome.
Yeah, that was one of the best scenes.
I remember the first time I saw fucking Yoda just fucking leap and start doing flips and shit. I was like, Jesus Christ!
I remember that whole scene, like the first time I saw episode 2, it was so hyped. Like, Yoda comes in, he's just doing these things with the Force, just like one hand, like just casually pushing things aside as like Count Dooku's trying to like throw stuff at him, and it's like, he eventually just like, I see this won't come to end with like our Force powers, rather the skill attached to our lightsabers. He pulls his lightsaber, and I'm like, okay, what's gonna happen now? And Yoda pulls his lightsaber, like, oh, and he like starts to do little flips. It's like, what is he doing? What is going on here?
Like I remember when I saw this, it's like we must match ourselves with the lightsaber, and I was just like, okay, so Count Dooku's gonna have a huge advantage because Count Dooku's like much larger, and he probably has a bigger lightsaber. And then I see like Yoda, like Yoda fucking draw his lightsaber and he turns it on, and then I was like, yeah, he has a huge advantage. And I was like, how is Yoda gonna deal with this? And he fucking just jumps, and I'm just like, that'll work.
At one point, actually, like use the Force, like make himself levitate for a second. It looks like he's like slash up at Dooku's level before he fell back to the ground again.
Yeah, and I'm just like, fuck, man.
That's awesome. That's if not the best, then at least one of the best scenes in any of the original trilogy.
And then also they introduced Darth Maul and his signature lightsaber.
Yeah, double-sided lightsaber is a really cool idea.
Yeah, it was really cool. And then like you had something like I remember like in like when they made the Star Wars games, you know, like the Force Unleashed and stuff like that, where like the apprentice Starkiller, he would wield his lightsaber like backwards because edgy.
Yeah, I never realized how much of an edgelord he was until like recently.
Yeah, but like it I didn't really hate it. I thought it was just like, you know, like whatever works for you, dude. Because like the reason why you don't want to hold a sword like that backwards is because like it's not a good distribution of like things like mass and weight, but a lightsaber doesn't have that.
Yeah, it has the handle and that's it.
Yeah, that's all the weight on it, because the rest of it is just plasma.
Yeah, it weighs maybe a pound or two.
So you can hold it any goddamn way you like. That being said, the flips and shit Darth Maul was doing with his double-sided lightsaber made it seem like that thing weighed like 5 pounds. Like, at least, like, it had some substantial weight to it, but no, like, apparently only weighs like a pound. He could fucking do that shit with his pinky.
Yeah. That was also that was a great fight scene, like, because in the original trilogy, you saw, like, there's always one-on-one fights. There's, like, either Obi-Wan and Darth Vader is Luke and Darth Vader. There's never any other lightsaber fights. And the first major fight of the original trilogy was a 2-on-1 against a ridiculously skilled Sith. It was really cool to watch.
Yeah, to the point where they were losing.
Yeah, the 2-on-1 they were losing because this guy was so insane, and it was the first Dark Jedi, the first Sith they'd seen. Yeah,
and I was just like, oh my god! And it was like at that point I fell in love with the Sith. I was like, cool. But my whole point is that like the 1, 2, and 3, I absolutely enjoy those movies so much more than I enjoy 4, 5, and 6. 4, 5, and 6 are just slow and they dredge on and on, and I'm like, please just wake me when something fucking happens.
Yeah, it's like comparing. There's a lot of classic movies that I really don't care for as much. Like, here's an example for instance, there's a big disagreement between me and my parents. Not like a contentious thing or anything like that, but just like we just don't see eye to eye on it. With the movie Miracle on 34th Street, they love and think the original like black and white version is better. I like the new one better. I'm not saying the original one's not is bad. It's just that the way that movies are made back then, I feel like the new one had better pacing and stuff like that.
Yeah. Hey Corey.
Huh?
Can I piss you off in editing right now, real quick?
That depends.
I'll be right back. I have to pee.
Okay, fine.
12 seconds later.
And that's how the West was won. Now,
that was pretty quick.
I fucking like piss like a racehorse.
Interesting way of phrasing it.
Have you ever seen a racehorse? Have you ever seen a racehorse piss after like a fucking race?
Surprisingly, no, I haven't.
Well, I'll leave that for you and the audience to go ahead and look that shit up.
Oh, we're not gonna. Okay, we're just going right back into it.
Yeah, we're going right back into it. I assume you didn't stop recording.
No, I didn't stop the recording. So.
Okay, cool. So.
Anyways, welcome back.
Yeah. So you were talking about Miracle on 34th Street. Sorry about that.
Yeah, that's okay. I just imagine that you had to go, but you wanted to finish your point first, and then as soon as you finish your point, when you were distracted, you're just like, hold on a second, and it's like, I'm sorry, I don't mean to do this while you're talking, but.
But I need to go.
Yeah.
But yeah, so
I was just saying, I pretty much said what I had to say. Where, just because of the style of how the films were made back then versus when the new one was made, I like the newer one better.
Mm-hmm.
And it could be similar to the Star Wars trilogy, the old versus the new, where it's just the style of making movies in the 70s they made that.
I can check that real quick. Hold on.
I believe it's the mid to late 70s when the first Star Wars came out, compared to a more modern take on filmmaking. There's things like pacing are a lot different, or the way that music is woven into the film.
It was made in 1977.
Okay, that's the day I was thinking, but I wasn't sure.
Yeah.
It's 1977 versus 2001. I think is when Episode 1 came out, or maybe 2004. Anyway, so yeah, it's definitely more of a generation gap thing than anything else. I just know this because every year when we are watching Christmas movies, that's always a debate that comes up.
I think I ended up watching it with you.
No, you watched It's a Wonderful Life with, was that one? Yeah, you watched It's a Wonderful Life with us, which is again an older, I think black and white film. I can't remember if it was black and white or not.
Yeah, it was black and white.
Yeah, it was. And that
because that was the one with the I'm all right.
Yeah, that's the outtake that one of my favorite outtakes of all time.
But my point is that I just want to make this point real quick, but before we get back to your point, because I had to pee. Is that episode 7 of whatever of Star Wars? It's called
The Force Awakens.
The Force Awakens. Was really bad.
I would not agree with that. I would not agree with you at all in that. I thought it was great.
Let me finish. I absolutely love the setting. I absolutely I love the backgrounds. They put a lot of effort into it. There were so many Easter eggs in there, just strewn about. For fuck's sake, the fucking Dash Randar's ship from the Nintendo 64 game of Star Wars, the fucking whatever the fuck, I can't remember it, Shadows of the Empire.
Yeah, that one.
Okay, is in the movie.
That's cool.
I'm not kidding. That's fucking in there, and it's I'm great. Easter eggs are fantastic. Not when that's the main appeal of the movie. I'm serious. I feel like the only reason why this movie is so great is because of the Easter eggs. I didn't care for any of the characters at all.
I would strongly disagree with you on that one, but we'll get to that in a minute.
The main drive for me for Star Wars movies is generally how relatable are villain characters, are they just evil because evil, or are they good villains, Yeah. For instance, from The Hunchback of Notre Dame, the fucking priest guy there, he was a relatable villain. Scar, he was a relatable villain in freaking The Lion King. Fucking whatever the fuck that guy's name was in Star Wars Episode 7, I don't even
Kylo Ren.
remember. Cool. I don't even remember his name. That's how fucking bad of a villain he was for me. He was completely unrelatable, and he was a fucking child, and I get what they're trying to say. They're just oh, he's just living in the shadow of Darth Vader. Why is he doing that? It makes no sense.
It has something to do with with the whole Star Wars mythos and the pull of the dark side, where some people they come to it not because they're evil people, but because the dark side is hard to resist.
Yes,
it's like in Dragon Age.
Why is he... Okay, but let me. I'm gonna cut you off again there. Sorry, but again, you're pulled to the dark side. Why was he pulled into a
what? I think I lost you.
When you get me back.
Okay, you're back.
Now?
Yeah.
Okay. Why was he pulled to the dark side with a fucking helmet of his grandfather's skull, which makes no goddamn sense? Didn't Darth Vader die with his helmet off?
No, he died with his helmet off, but then when they burned him on the funeral pyre at the end of Episode 6, his full suit, his helmet was on.
Okay. I don't really remember the ending of episode 6 because remember I couldn't fucking pay attention.
Yeah, because they're more slow paced.
It's so incredibly slow paced. I'm like, eh. And so like if they had just added in something that was more entertaining. I didn't like the new R2, the fucking little fucking ball robot that magnetically keeps its head upright. I was like, that's cool technology, but like I've never cared for like R2D2 or C3PO or the robot characters. They've always just been eh.
Yeah.
Straight up, like when Han Solo showed up and it was just like, Chewie, we're home, baby, or whatever the fuck it is that he said. I was just like, great, you're gonna die. And
yeah.
I knew this without anything getting spoiled for me. It's straight up nothing getting spoiled for me. I just saw Harrison Ford. I was just like, you're gonna die.
Yeah, like, I had a feeling because I know that I remember from seeing like behind the scenes stuff that Harrison Ford doesn't care for the character of Han Solo and actually wanted him to be dead in episode 2 or episode 5 rather.
Yeah.
He wanted that carbonite bath to just kill him instead of bring him back for episode 6.
Yeah. And so what happened, like, and then even after that, where like there's like this Mexican standoff between Han Solo, Chewbacca, and like these two groups that he owed money to. What ends up happening is that they end up releasing this fucking space monster thing that just goes on the fucking bridge, and I'm just like, that's stupid. You didn't give us any backstory that thing was even there in the first place.
They did.
Well, okay.
If you pay attention, they did.
Explanation. A better explanation. Better than just like, oh hey, this thing's here.
No, they said if you pay attention to like the movie at certain points, when they actually get onto Han Solo's like bigger ship, I can't remember exactly how because I haven't seen the movie recently, but they bring up the fact that like he's in the middle of he's in the process of carrying these really big dangerous creatures to a buyer. Like he makes the point like just two of you. It's like we used to have a bigger crew, implying that like there's only 2 left after capturing these monsters.
Okay, so that kind of makes that's a little bit better, but still, the action scenes were so bleh, and stupid Kylo Ren's stupid fucking lightsaber. Don't even get me fucking started.
The lightsaber cross guards.
It's just.
I didn't really care for it, but I didn't hate it either. I'm just like whatever.
In a world without Jedi, why does he have the cross guard?
Well, it wasn't a world without Jedi before. Like he was.
No. In a universe without Jedi, Kylo Ren, there's no Jedi.
There was.
There's no Jedi. Luke's gone.
No, what happened before, they talked about this too in the movie, is that Kylo Ren was one of the Jedi apprentices that Luke was teaching, and he turned to the dark side and killed the rest of them. So at a time there was a point to have that. So maybe he already had the cross guards when he killed them. I'm not saying that it's still a good design or anything. I'm just saying.
Okay, now.
I listened to the movie like twice. I haven't like done any research. This is just stuff I remember from seeing the movie.
I absolutely just don't like. I just like that is very. I just the movie was just so very slow for me, just so dreadfully, and there were so many like little cameos that just kind of piqued my interest, like whoever the fuck the main female protagonist was when she sells the scrap to the guy and he gives her like this rationing thing where she pours powder into like water, stirs it up, and then that makes bread. Yeah. That was really cool. Like I thought that was really cool.
Yeah, it was like cool. I like little details like that.
The person in the suit who gave her the supplies, that's actually the guy from Hot Fuzz and Shaun of the Dead, the skinny guy whose name is fucking I'm blanking on because I don't fucking remember him.
Yeah.
And like that was him, and then the stormtrooper in the really shiny outfit, that was actually one of the actresses from Game of Thrones. I can't remember her name, but she's of like Tarth or something.
I just remember.
And then there's like a bunch of these like little cameos just pop here and there, and I'm just like, cool, stop it. Can we please just make this movie good on its own?
Yeah, I didn't really notice hardly any of those cameos, but I also don't know a lot of those actors. But I just like the little moments. Like there's, I just mentioned before, I disagree with you on there.
Brienne of Tarth is her character name. Sorry.
Okay.
It just hit me.
Yeah. Because I hear what you're saying, and I mentioned before I disagree with how you thought the characters were unrelatable and boring and stuff.
Yeah.
I kind of like the characters. And there's a lot of little character moments, like the whole scene where what's his name, the stormtrooper, Finn. Like when he and the pilot like escapes the Star Destroyer together, And there's a lot of like fun like character building moments there, and I think the moment that really sold me on the characters was after they were in the Millennium Falcon, which I thought was kind of funny how they were running for one ship and it got destroyed. And it's like, what about that ship? It's like, no, that ship's garbage. And the one in front gets destroyed. It's like, garbage will do, and you run over. It's like, oh, it's the Millennium Falcon, yay! Like, it's still seen as a piece of garbage, even though it's...
that made me laugh. That was pretty entertaining.
But the moment that sold me on their characters was after they did the whole scene, like, flying through the crashed Star Destroyer, or, like, running away from these TIE fighters, and they finally managed to kill and destroy the last one, and they get back together on the bridge, the ship, or, like, in, like, a different area. And they're like super excited that they both managed to pull this off. It's like, I fly that. I didn't know either. It's like, that was some amazing shooting, going back and forth.
Yeah.
You know, that was a moment, for me, I don't know exactly why, but that was just, really, that sold me on the characters.
I couldn't do it. I just didn't find them relatable. And
And then Kylo Ren, well, I don't think he's the best Star Wars villain, I at least I thought it was somewhat interesting, like seeing like a young Sith at the start of his at the early part of his fall, where he's dealing with like all the anger and hatred of a Sith, but he hasn't learned to control it yet.
Yeah, but like for me, it didn't feel like it was the start for him. It felt like he's been doing this for a while. You know, like at least a handful of years of him being a Sith.
I mean, if you compare him to like Darth Vader, for example,
Darth Vader had been a Sith for like what was Anakin when he hit the lava? He was like what, 20 something?
I don't remember exactly, but I know that when he hit the lava was close to the time that Luke was born, Luke and Leia. So if Luke and Leia are like young adults, like in their early 20s, something like that, then he's been a Sith for at least 20 years.
Yeah, which gave him a lot of time.
Yeah, I feel like Kylo Ren had only been at it for I could be wrong. I didn't really look into this, but I feel like it was more like maybe a couple of years since he turned.
Yeah. And so
he was still trying to deal with like the realities of being a Sith and his
and the most interesting character, believe it or not, there is actually an interesting character in Star Wars 7.
Yeah.
And that was the hologram fucking whatever the fuck that Overlord guy was who was like manipulating Kylo Ren from.
It was like Emperor Snoke or something like that.
Yeah, and first of all, I want to point out some bullshit. If you pay attention to the hologram casts a shadow, and that drove me up the fucking wall.
Magical space technology.
Fucking.
The shadow is part of the hologram.
Fuck it. And so I was just like, but like he actually looked like he could have been kind of interesting, and I was like, what's the backstory on this guy? Why is he doing the things that he is?
I feel like that'll be revealed in later films.
Why in the fuck does the Empire have such a huge, or not the Empire, but whatever the fuck the new thing is called, like a new, like why the fuck do they have such huge Nazi fucking influences?
Yeah, I noticed that, like when the guy was giving the speech when they were about to fire their death weapon to destroy not just the planet but the entire system.
And I was just like, laying it on thick there, aren't you?
Yeah, I felt like that was laid on a little bit thick, but at the same time, it's like, okay, I guess this is what we're dealing with now. Because I mean, there are a lot of parallels drawn in Star Wars and in a lot of stories. Like I've said this before, but I heard somewhere that there's only like 12 stories that can be told in humanity, and they just keep repeating it with details being changed. Like of all the like grand epics and fictions and stories and all that stuff, there's like a handful of stories, unique stories, and each story from there on is like a variation of one of those originals.
Yeah. I don't know. It's just.
Yeah.
I don't like it, and I hope Episode 8 is more entertaining. Fucking, I don't know. Give us a fucking training montage with the girl, like fucking Rocky style. I don't know. Just like and make Kylo Ren more powerful, make him more confident in his abilities, and stop making him have to rely on his rage. Or at the very least, make his rage something interesting. When he fucking rages, all he does is throw a tantrum.
Yeah, and again, that's why I felt like those moments were kind of showing his inexperience and his youth as a Sith. Like he's not really in control yet. But I also feel like for things that Emperor Snoke said, I can't remember the exact wording, but he basically said that this whole thing, like that standoff with his father, with Han, it was kind of like a test that he saw coming, and it's like, okay, now that you've done this, bring Kylo Ren to me and I'll finish his training. So I feel like next time we see him, he'll be a lot more confident.
Yeah, I want him to be confident. I want him to be a villain. I don't want him to be a fucking.
Yeah, which is why I'm saying I don't think he was the best villain in this film, but I feel like there's a potential basis for a really interesting villain to return in the next film. like, after he's completed his training, he's like, yeah, now I'm a full-fledged Sith, and I'm not just an apprentice.
Also, how the hell did Kylo Ren kill a bunch of other apprentices when he was the only one there? Like it was him versus X number of apprentices. Like
either he struck him by surprise, or it had something to do with the dark side, or maybe he brought friends with him to kill them. Like not.
He just fucking force chokes everybody.
Yeah.
And they're like, oh, didn't know you knew that.
Yeah.
Which, by the way, oh, one more thing. Can we fucking talk about that force mind read shit?
Oh yeah, when he's like, just like reaching through mind, just pulling out details. At first I was kind of unclear whether that was like he was reading their minds, or if he was just like using that to like force choke their brains for torture.
Yeah.
But later on, I think it is confirmed that yeah, he's drawing details out of their brains. Then, especially when she reverses, when I can't remember her name.
Whatever the fuck her name is, when she reverses it on him and sees into his brain.
Yeah, I do like when she kind of tapped into her abilities and she used the mind trick on that stormtrooper.
Yeah, I don't remember that at all.
Like it's when she was like bound up and she was like telling me you will release my bonds and then like leave the cell with the door open. And then once she finally gets it to work, as he's walking out, and she's like, "And you'll drop your gun," and I'll drop my gun. Doesn't even stop, just drops the gun as he's walking.
that was pretty funny. I love that. That actually really made me laugh. The only other thing that has stuck with me completely from episode 7, I want to talk about this is when the stormtrooper is confronting the black guy who like defected, and he's like, traitor, and he pulls out. I don't know what that was. The fucking taunt stick.
Yeah.
And he just like goes at him, and I'm like, this is the stupidest thing. But like him bringing it out has been made into like a gif of like him dancing.
Yeah, I've seen that.
It's super great, and I love it.
Yeah. I think to me the line, at least the first time I watched, the line that got me the most was when Finn and Han Solo are on the planet, like about to break into the secure facility to take down the shield, and it's like, and Han basically finds out that Finn doesn't have a plan. He just wants to get onto the planet. And it's like, you don't have a plan? It's like, don't worry, we'll figure it out. We'll use the Force. Then Han just goes, that's not how the Force works. And then you just shoot behind him. It's like, and it's like, oh, really? You're cold? I thought it was really funny when I saw that.
I also like the thing when they get to like the stormtrooper in the shiny armor. It's like what do we do with her? And he's like, you got a trash compactor?
Yeah.
And I was just like,
that's
funny.
It's fun to nod to the original trilogy.
Yeah. I don't like.
Yeah.
Like it's the little things that make me happy, but it's also the little things that drive me off the fucking wall.
Yeah, I've established this with you before. And it's kind of like, I was going to say this earlier when we were talking about the original trilogy. I do not agree at all with people that say that the original trilogy was trash. I feel like, yes, there are a lot of things that could have been done much better. And actually, a lot of that was fixed. I think I told you about someone made like these anti-cheese edits to the original trilogy where they changed some things and took out some really cheesy stuff. And I was watching this and like, these are some really good movies. Like, they gave the Gungans their own alien dialect, and the Trade Federation had their own dialect. So, instead of being like a bad Japanese stereotype or Jar Jar Binks, you've got like these like off-world like dialects, like foreign languages, and it's like, that sounds a lot better that way. You can take them more seriously.
Yeah. Like were the subtitles still things like Misa?
No, it was just like, it was like a kind of a deeper alien voice, and then it was just more regular dialogue, like what you'd expect.
Okay.
And there's a couple of, like, in the first movie where they took out a few of the moments where Anakin's kid just goes, yippee!
You know what I was really hoping for, though? Like, I was so disappointed with this, with episode 7, was I was really hoping that Jar Jar was going to be a Sith.
Yeah, that's a very popular fan theory. And
I love it!
Yeah, I'd love to see that happen, too.
Like Emperor Snook is really like Jar Jar Binks.
Yeah.
Or something. Like, please. Please,
yeah, I can't think of a specific example, but I love it when you see a character that seems completely hapless, and then you get to the end, it's like, oh, they're the bad guy. Oh, like one example is Professor Quirrell from the first Harry Potter movie and book.
Yeah.
Where like, the whole time he's like the stuttering, kind of awkward, shy professor. At the end, it turns out he's the one behind everything. He's the one who's trying to bring Voldemort back.
Yeah, it's like who would suspect poor stuttering Professor Quill?
Yeah.
You know. Like, and I'm just like, well played, good sir. And
yeah.
Like I love those things. Like I also love characters that are like the lovable fool.
Yeah.
You know, like you look at them, and it's like they're an idiot, and they're kind of weird, but they're like endearing.
Yeah.
You know, like Goku, you know, or something like that. But they end up like, you know, being awesome. You know, like it kind of reminds me of, like, spoilers for Tales of Symphonia, but there's a character in Tales of Symphonia called Zathos who is really, really cool. I love him. He's a huge, like, flatterer. He's a womanizer.
He's the one like the long pink or red hair.
Pinkish red.
Yeah.
And like he's super great. He's super great, and I love the way that he plays and all that stuff. And he's super silly.
Yeah.
And then like with and then there comes a point in it where like you find out that this entire time like Zelos was just setting you up, and then he ends up betraying you.
Yeah.
You know, and depending on what you do prior to that, like Zelos' betrayal could be permanent, and then you'll kill Zelos for his betrayal, and then he'll die, like he's fucking dead.
Yeah.
For that game, or you can set it up where like you become a good enough friend to Zelos that, well, yes, he does betray you, but he doesn't betray you as hard. Like
yeah.
He's doing it just to put on an act, and he's just like and like he ends up kind of like bringing it towards the end game. And it's really, really cool, regardless of what happens. Like when Zelos full on betrays you and you kill him, he actually shares regret in his decision. Like he didn't think that he was gonna regret it this much.
Yeah.
And so I'm just like, oh, god damn you.
Yeah.
Like,
similar scenes. Yeah, there's similar scenes in I want to bring up an example from Mass Effect 3, but I know you didn't finish that game, and I'm sure everyone else has a lot of us finished it, but without going into too much detail, there's basically a point where whoever survived Vermeer, either Ashley or Alenko, is basically trying to get the Galactic Council to safety after Cerberus has attacked the Citadel. So there's a point where you have like a standoff where it's like you and your team just showed up off the elevator, and Ashley and the council are convinced that because of Udina, who's the one who's actually behind it, has convinced them that basically you're here to kill them. Okay. And there's a tense standoff where Ashley or Alenko will have their gun drawn on you, and you have their gun drawn on them, and based on your past relationship and on things you've said before and that kind of thing, that'll affect how the scene goes, like whether they trust you or not. And mostly it's like if you do a Paragon Renegade, then they'll eventually trust you, maybe reluctantly, maybe they'll be more trustworthy. But then if you end up having to shoot them, like if you take the choice to do that, or if you stand down and don't like talk them down, and then one of your teammates will shoot them before they can shoot you or something like that. Like their last words as they lay there like bleeding out will vary greatly depending on how they viewed you.
That's cool.
Yeah. Also, as a little side thing, kind of related to what you said, how if Zelos betrays you, you kill him, he's permanently dead. He's not going to come back.
Yeah.
I do wish that in movies and games, stuff like that, I wish they'd take death more seriously. Like,
yeah.
Let characters die. It's okay for that to happen. Like the example I was thinking of was when we watched Seven Deadly Sins. How at the end of it, again, not to go into too many spoilers, but at the end of it, one of the characters dies, and then they brought him back, and like it's kind of funny how the questions like how did you survive? It's like, I don't know. But it's like just if the character dies, let them die.
like especially if it's emotional. Like,
yeah.
Like, but to be fair, there were things in Seven Deadly Sins where like fairly major characters do die, and like they're dead, and you're just like, okay, well, like it's like one of those things where it's like we didn't really need any extra death right now. But the character that I believe I understand who it is that you're talking to, why the fuck didn't they stay dead? I didn't like them.
Yeah, because like the rest of the characters that got hit with that same attack that killed this one, they stayed dead forever. Like they looked around like, oh, we can't save all these people who died. It's like, why did this one survive?
Yeah, and it's never fucking explained. And
yeah, if it's explained, then it can work. But at the same time, you should be really careful because it's like in is one of the big problems I had with the end of the show Heroes. Because I agree with a lot of people saying when they say that the first season was the best, but I also think that the rest of the show is still worth watching. But
I love what they said about Heroes on The Big Bang Theory, where it's like Heroes was great, and then every season afterwards just got worse and worse until eventually we were begging for it to end.
Yeah, which
I was like, oh, that's funny.
Yeah, I mean, my thoughts are like the first season was like the high mark. They never quite hit that level because it was amazing. Second season was all right, not as good. Third season went up again. I'm like, okay, this is getting interesting again. And the fourth season was just kind of at the same level as second season. Worth watching, but not as good.
Yeah.
and actually, like, I think last year I actually rewatched the series. Just because I was.
Sense, though. Zachary Quinto's super good.
Yeah, he's good like throughout the entire series. I thought he did a great job. But there's a point at the end of season 2. Again, I'm not going to go into details, but there's a point at the end of season 2 where a character dies, and then they give him some of Claire the Regenerator's blood, and it brings him back to life. Like, he was dead. He'd been shot straight through the eye. He's not, it's not like he was like just like knocked out or just really injured. He was dead. And then just a little IV with some of her blood, and so he brings back to life. It's like, okay, so her blood can bring back the dead.
Yeah.
And it's like, okay, cool, that's fine. Whatever you want to do with that. The problem I had was at the end of season 3, another character died, and everyone freaked out. It's like, oh no, this character's dead. What are we gonna do? It's like, get Claire and give him some blood. He'll be fine. They had this really convoluted plot where like they push like one person's personality into the body. Like the dead person's personality is like through mental manipulation pushed into another person's body, and the person shapeshifted into that person. And there was some kind of interesting stuff that happened in season 4 due to that. But still, the basis for it was really stupid because they could bring him back to life with some of Claire's blood.
Just boom, done.
It's like, those are inconsistencies that bother me. It's when death is not permanent, then you need to treat it that way. You need to make sure that people remember, hey, this will work. I mean, I guess you make the argument that not everybody knows that works. It's just like whoever brought back the guy who died in season 2 didn't share that information, but I don't know.
But it's one of the things that I liked about Dragon Ball Z, where like if a character died, they could be wished back to life with the Dragon Balls, but that could only happen once. And
if a character got killed twice, then they couldn't be wished back a second time.
Yeah, and then which was really like it was a big thing because Krillin ended up dying on Namek. Like spoilers. Yeah. But like Krillin ends up dying on Namek, and like everybody was just destroyed because it's like Krillin's gone. Like he already got wished back before in the Dragon Ball series. So Krillin died a second time and he is gone. Like he is dead.
Yeah.
Okay? And then they end up bringing like all the Namekian Dragon Balls together, and it's like well, we need to wish people back who had died. It's like, yeah, but unfortunately we can't wish back Krillin. To which Dende goes, no, you can wish back Krillin. There's no limit to that for the Namekian Dragon Balls. I was like, why? Why? Why do the Namekian Dragon Balls have that? It's like, oh, because they're originally from Namek, and so they're at full power. While like on Earth, they're so far away from Namek, they don't have all that power. I'm just like, let me get this straight.
I mean, I only watched Dragon Ball Z Abridged, but is it the same in that one where they got 3 wishes instead of just 1 because they're on Namek?
Yeah. The Eternal Dragon on Earth only gives you 1 wish, and then on Namek you get 3 wishes.
And they're more powerful wishes, apparently.
Yeah, they're fucking. I'm like, what the fuck? Seriously. Like, it would drive me up the wall to the point where it would be like when they were like, oh, let's send the Namekians to their new planet that was reformed because of the fucking Dragon Balls and blah blah blah, and then all that stuff. I was like, why wouldn't you keep the Namekian Dragon Balls? Like,
I just remember I just remember the point where like in. Well, yeah.
Guys.
I was thinking of when they had the Dragon Balls in Dragon Ball Z Abridged, where it's like bring Piccolo back. Yeah, now bring it back to Namek. No. Oh.
Yeah, now bring him to Namek. No.
It's not. Oh.
Speaking of which, there's actually a new episode of Dragon Ball Z Abridged.
Yeah, we need to watch that after this. We're really into the show.
Anyway, so I think we could wrap this up here.
Yeah, we're going for close to an hour.
I believe you all firmly get our point that esports needs to be much more fucking watched. As you can tell from our tangents of Star Wars.
Yeah, which actually I was going to say while we were on the subject of esports, that I'm actually going to be participating in a tournament soon.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's in my Hearthstone club. I'm participating in a TESPA tournament, which is like it's basically a tournament for that's only open to college students. It's got like a $50,000 prize pool and scholarships.
Cool.
But it's like a nationwide tournament. I don't expect to win anything from it, but I always want to participate in the tournament. So,
should I enter it?
No, you have to be in college, and you have to be going to the same college as your teammates.
Oh, damn it!
It's actually like it's kind of cool what they do. It's like I'll do this real quick and it'll be done.
Okay, go ahead.
But the format is basically you make teams of 3 people, but then you all play on one computer together. So you basically like talking. It's like a one-on-one, but you have 3 people behind each computer, like strategizing and trying to decide which decks to play, how to play each turn, So yeah.
You should completely win with nothing but Dragon Priest. Or no, hold on.
Pirate Warrior.
Dragon Shaman.
Dragon Shaman.
Yeah. Make it happen, Corey. And do Pirate Shaman too.
I don't think that's gonna happen.
I believe in you.
Yeah, I'm not gonna make all decisions. I have to talk to my teammates and we have to decide which decks we're gonna play. And we're probably gonna be playing like optimized competitive decks since we want to have at least a chance at this.
My biggest question is this: are you going to be playing standard?
Yeah, because that's like standard mode is all you do in tournaments. Like officially sponsored tournaments are always in standard play.
What? That's stupid.
But I was gonna say something. It was so if you want to if anyone's still listening and if you want to I don't know if it's gonna be streamed or not. Maybe it won't be streamed until the finals. Maybe it'll be streamed from the beginning. But it's the hold on, I'm just gonna pull it up real quick because I can't remember the name of the tournament.
While Corey's pulling it up, I want to talk to you guys about.
I want to talk to you guys about Wormwood Gaming.
I want to talk to you guys about Critical Role. Go fucking watch that shit. It's great. It's
yeah,
great.
It really is great. I'm close to catching up. I've actually just finished episode like 57.
Yeah, 8, 9 voice actors all sitting around playing Dungeons and Dragons with guest appearances every now and then. Like Felicia Day shows up, and I am fucking
Will Wheaton
on his day. Yeah, Will Wheaton.
You can see the dice curse.
It's great, and they even have like background not background, but like preemptive show things, like showing off like that stuff. It's super interesting and it's super great and I love it. And for fuck's sake, like go watch like they're actually nominated for a streamy right now.
Oh, that's cool. I'll definitely vote for them.
You don't vote for them like someone else like a different group votes for them. But I'm still like
I will say this. We talked about Critical Role in a previous podcast, but after I'm almost caught up on the show, I'm still watching it in like episode 57. I said the last episode I watched, there's actually a moment that didn't quite, but almost brought me to tears. It wasn't even like a major character dying or something like that. It was just like a small side thing with like the do you remember the farmer Reginald?
I remember that.
There's a point after all the fighting is done with the Goliaths and with the dragon and everything, where they go back to tell his daughter that tell Reginald's daughter that he died.
Yeah.
And there's just a little moment where it's after like the next day, like two of the girls told her while they were like partying and drinking and stuff, and it's still kind of hard, but at the same time it's to be expected. But like the next day, Vax actually comes up to her and takes her out to the farmlands where he found the body, and they just like bury it. And I don't know, something about that scene like really got to me.
Yeah. Anyways, so tell me about this tournament, Corey.
Okay, it's called the Hearthstone Training Grounds. You can find the tournament on the a website compete.tespa.org, and it's a nationwide tournament. It's divided into like quarters, like the West Coast, East Coast, and like the two middle coasts.
Middle coast.
Yeah, whatever you call them. I know they're not coasts, but like the.
It's divided into respective time zones. It's
divided essentially.
Pacific, Mountain, Central, Eastern.
Yeah, and so it's just the tournament. I mentioned that standard format of 3 people per team, 3 decks, everyone strategizes together. And once the regional finals are done, then anyone who made it through will get to go to the national finals. And according to the website here, the first place, the prize pool is $50,000 in scholarships. And if we if we took first place, we'd win $6,800 in scholarships per player.
Cool.
So yeah, it'd be really cool if we could win. I don't think I'm a good enough player to win or anything, but I'm gonna see how far I can get and just test myself. Also, if you want to know our team name, my other team members came up with it. Our team's called Indiana Ford. It's the reverse of Harrison Jones.
It reminds me of like Zylbrad and like they all play they all play like Overwatch, and one guy's like his team is in like the top 10. And I can't remember. It's like his team is like the League of Extraordinary Memers.
Oh yeah.
And something like that. And Like, when he tells them his fucking name of his team, everybody fucking dies.
Yeah.
Like, that's the stupidest name for a team. It's like, yeah, but to be fair, we didn't expect to get to top 10.
Yeah. That's always fun when you see a team where, or even like going back to Critical Role, their group's called Vox Machina, but before that, when they weren't really well known, they had a different name.
What were they known as?
It's a word I'd rather not repeat, because I'm that kind of person.
I don't remember what it
It
was.
was, it was the abbreviation of Super Hyper Intensity Team or something like that, or Super High Intensity Team.
Super high. Shit!
Yeah.
That's great. Alright, anyway, so I think they should wrap up the podcast.
Yeah, we've been going for a while, so go watch eSports, go support them. If they're streaming the Hearthstone training grounds, you can go watch me and my team. We'll be playing as the team Indiana Ford. Don't know how far we're going to get, but we'll see.
Alright. See you guys later.
Later.